Right now, it looks absolutely delicious.
This is all from scratch. With the fresh tomato, that was just so beautiful looking. After I chopped it up, oh my gosh. And you don't see tomatoes. And there's fresh supposedly.
No, they cooked right down, didn't they?
Yeah, I cook it like for 2 hours.
Goodness.
Yeah. And I put some ketchup, a little bit of sugar, so it'd be not sour. Is it so sweet?
Mm-mm. No, it's not too sweet.
Well, it might be sweet, but that's just how Filipino spaghetti is. Sweet. You think?
I like that. That is really good.
The winner.
I mean, no, this is better. That last one was salty.
Exactly. The first time you tasted my spaghetti was a disaster. That was a lot of salt.
But this here, wow.
Yeah. Because it's from the scratch though. It's so different when you have, and plus the onion, the sweet onions that grown locally here, you said. That's the difference. Everything is fresh. The tomatoes, the onions. Now notice I didn't put garlic because I know you don't like.
I like garlic. I just like it in moderation.
Yeah.
And it would have been fine in here.
No, it already tastes good without it. I put the Italian seasoning and the bay leaves. See, it's more spices, tastes good.
Very, very good. Wow.
So, it's a winner. What can you say to my review of my spaghetti cooking?
If you ever try it, you'll go back for seconds.
Well, you don't have to. I put mountains already in there. So, it's good. Thank you.
Very good, honey. You get a 100 on that.
Bye. So these onions is sweet onions that's only locally grown here in Georgia. And these tomatoes is also grown here. So everything is fresh. Everything that I'm cooking today is fresh. So we have been eating fresh. Everything is fresh. So we should be good for immune support, you know. Dealing with the pandemic, and we have been eating healthy here, so I'm so glad I came here, get away for vacation, and so we are good, keeping safe. I'm so happy to be here. Guys, don't worry about, you know, us traveling, because we are keeping safe here. As you can see, we are not in a crowd of people. We are eating healthy, fresh. Everything is fresh grown here in a farm. We are in a farm community. So, nothing to worry about. So, got everything chopped up. Fresh tomatoes, fresh onions, and I chop up the fresh mushroom to bury it in the spaghetti sauce because the boys do not like mushroom. So we are going to start cooking. So guys, again I'm going to make the fresh tomato sauce from the scratch with all of this. This is fresh from the garden. This is fresh mushroom and fresh sweet onions off from the sweet onion farm. I'm gonna make a spaghetti sauce today. So, stay tuned with me. So here it is. I'm going to put the onion first. Sweet onions. The oil, the cooking oil is already hot. And this is in a high fire. So I'm going to saute the meat with the onion first, with all the seasoning to give it flavor. Make sure the onion is soft and very well incorporated, because again, the secret of having a flavor of your meat is to make your spices get it incorporated with the meat really well. So when this is soft, you're gonna add the meat into it. When the onion is really sauteed or whatever you pronounce it, then you add the meat into it with all your seasoning to make it really well incorporated in there. That's the thing, guys. I'm not used to cooking in the electric stove. I like gas stove. So everything is, I don't cook well in the electric stove for some reason. But it's good. Everything is good. So I'm gonna saute it really well in there. Okay guys, so this is brown, really brown and soft. Earlier it was a lot looking, but now it's really well incorporated in there. So now we have to add the meat. So let's put the meat, let's add the meat in the soft and sauteed onions. And then make sure you got your salt in there, salt and pepper. I like crushed salt, sea salt. This is how you do your meat. You make sure you have your salt first while you're browning your meat. And your seasoning, so that it will be really well incorporated in there. And then I will always add, instead of using the chicken bouillon or with chicken soup, I'll add the chicken nor cubes in here for flavoring. Because you're gonna have a lot of your fresh tomatoes and you're gonna want it to be tasty, you know. So you have to put all your seasoning in here. That's not much of meat. This is a 3 lb of meat, but this is 80%, so you're really losing your meat. When you use 80%, there's really not much of meat. It's just all fat. So you're just gonna mix it until it gets brown. So guys, I'm adding the black pepper. Now I'm gonna add the fresh tomatoes, because the meat is already very well brown and incorporated really well with the onions. Make sure again the onions that's very soft when you saute the onion with your meat. This is a spaghetti sauce from the scratch with the fresh tomatoes that's from the freshly picked from the farm. So now we're adding this fresh tomatoes. It looks tomatoey already. Looks good. And then you're gonna add a little bit of sugar. Brown sugar, because that's the way how I love my tomato sauce. I said a little bit, but I guess 2 tablespoons. Well, because the tomatoes is really sour to me, so I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons. But I use teaspoon, so. And then in a little bit, you're gonna add ketchup instead of tomato paste, because the ketchup will add a little bit of sweetness to it also. So that's my, and then you're gonna add the mushroom later on whenever this is very well incorporated. So you're gonna have to let it simmer. This is tomato sauce from the scratch. Yes, folks, from the scratch. Fresh, everything fresh. I have everything cooking here fresh. And we're eating really fresh food, so. We forgot to add, folks, the Italian seasoning. You had to have the Italian seasoning in here. And I had to put a lot of that because I love seasoning. So then you're also going to add bay leaves. Bay leaves, just to have a little flavor also. There you go. And then you're just gonna have to mix it. Put it in a low fire. Simmer it. You can simmer it for an hour or 2. It's gonna taste really good. Because when you're cooking the meat in a slow cooking, simmering it for long cooking slowly, it tastes so good. So leave it. That's why I'm cooking so early. It's only almost 10 o'clock in the morning. This is for our lunch, so that's gonna be really tasty later on. Okay, now we're gonna add the mushroom. Since it's been simmering for half an hour, so again, you have your Italian seasoning here, salt and pepper, your Knorr cubes, and bay leaf, and this is fresh tomatoes. This is out from the scratch. All of this is just all from the scratch. This tomato sauce, and Then you're gonna add ketchup. Instead of tomato paste, you add your ketchup here. Because it's gonna make it a little bit sweetness to it. It's gonna give a little sweetness to it even though I already added sugar. 3 tablespoons of sugar because I use a fresh tomatoes. Again, this is from the scratch kind of tomato sauce. You can see guys, I'm not using a ready-made tomato sauce. This is my own recipe out from the fresh tomatoes. This is a spaghetti sauce from the scratch. My own version of a tomato or a spaghetti sauce. It's really tasty because everything is fresh. Out the fresh onions that's grown here locally in Georgia, and same thing with the fresh tomatoes. So we are eating healthy food here because everything is picked fresh from the farm, because we are from the farm community right now. So that's what the spaghetti sauce from the scratch that I made. Looking good. Now I'm boiling water for the spaghetti noodles. There you have it guys. It's really tasty because everything is fresh and made from the scratch. It tastes yummy. Cooking for the noodles now. I always use sea salt, and I use angel hair for my spaghetti. Me and my Prince Charming, we are the same. So that's for the spaghetti noodles. There's the finale of the spaghetti sauce from the scratch, and it's all mixed up now. So it's looking really yummy. This is from the scratch. Here's the spaghetti from the spaghetti sauce that's made from the scratch. Yes, time to eat. What drink are we getting? Review. I want someone to review my food right here.